Good evening everyone, my name is Subete and welcome to the channel. And today I'll be showing you guys a deck profile of my machining deck. Machining is a very how will you say, a very troll deck, due to the fact that this deck has the capability of stunning or paralyzing your opponent's Vanguard. Yeah, they can do that, and by doing so, it prevents your opponent to attack with their Vanguard, it prevents them from draft checking, it prevents them from having more hand cards, and possibly wasting a grade 3 just to write onto the Vanguard just to stand it, and which also leads to the possibility of not allowing them to strike. So this deck is very it's quite troll and very annoying to the opponent. So let's get on with the deck profile. First of all, our starting Vanguard will be playing Machining Little B. Machining Little B skill is act ability on the rearguard circle. When this unit put this guy into the soul, and if you do, choose one of your own unit and stand it, and that unit that stand gets the 3k power. So in this deck, you can superior call from your soul, but when you superior call from your soul, it usually superior call as rest. So this card can help you stand that rest unit to attack or boost, and give that unit 3k power for possibly to reach that magical number that you need. So Machining Little B, 1 copy. The next, for our trigger lineup, we'll be playing right here 8 crits, 4 draws, and 4 heals. Heals is self-explanatory, I don't need to go through that. For the crit that we are playing is 4 of the fireflies, Machining Firefly. Machining Firefly skill is when this unit is placed onto the rearguard circle, you may pay the cost of counterblasting 1, and if you do, choose one of your unit and stand it, and choose one of your opponent's rearguard, and during the next opponent stand phase, that unit cannot stand, so more or less paralyzing the unit. So this guy is very good on place. You can stand one of your rest unit if you want, and you can also paralyze one of your opponent's rearguard, which is the specialty of Megacolony. But this, you have to counterblast 1 to do so, which can be heavy, but still it's a good card to have. It is a trigger with skill, so why not? Another 4 more crits, probably machining crits, because you gotta have to counterblast with machining in the name a lot. So 4 machining crits. And I'm playing 4 draws. I did try the deck with 12 criticals rather than 8, which means replacing this for critical, but the problem that I ran into is my hand size. My hand size is very small. I cannot guard my opponent's attack at all, and I die without knowing, like, damn, I just died before I can stun my opponent's Vanguard. So 4 draws really helps me with the consistency with my defense. So yeah, 4 draws. For our grade 1 lineup, we'll be playing 3 of the Machining Black Ant. Black Ant skill is on the rearguard circle, when this unit attacks, it gains 3k. So this is your grade 1 10k beat stick. So yeah, it's really good for early game pressure. It does not require a GB, which is very good. Early game pressure, you can start hitting for 10k power, makes your opponent have to guard for like that's probably a 5k shield. Even on your opponent's grade 2 turn, you can still beat him with this because it's a 10k against possibly a 9k. So 3 Black Ant, very good for early game pressure, early game turn. 3 copies of this my favorite beetle. This beetle skill is on the rearguard circle. When a machining unit attack hits where this unit is boosting, you can choose one of your opponent's rearguard and paralyze it, which means during the opponent's next stand phase, they cannot stand that unit that you choose. So yeah, very good. It gives off that on hit pressure. It makes your opponent have to guard for the unit whenever this guy boosts. So it's a very nice card to give that pressure to your opponent. 3 copies of that. And next set of great ones is our perfect guards. This is our perfect guard counter charge. It does not have the machining in the name, which is quite a bummer, but in this deck, Counter Blast is quite heavy. Counter Blast is like, you gotta Counter Blast at least like once every turn, once you reach to your grade 3 late game. So yeah, perfect guard unflippers is very important. It is more or less your only way to counter charge in this deck, in my opinion. But you can also play other cards into your deck, like Vulcan Lefanti, but Vulcan Lefanti does not have that machine in the name, which really drops the consistency of the deck. So yeah, this is the only card in the deck without machining in the name. But if it means for counter charge, we got no choice. Then it's a great one. One of the Limit Break Enabler, just one, because why not? It has machining in the name, so yeah. One of this guy, the skill is Act Ability. On the rearguard circle, you can rest this unit. If you do, choose one of your opponent's rearguard and paralyze that unit. And he also paralyzed himself also, which is not so good. But the good thing is it does not require a counter blast. So yeah, one of him because meh, why not? It has machining in the name. The next great one is Brilliant Blister. Brilliant Blister, why? Because we have cards like Singlebird, we have cards like Dragonic Overlord the Ace, cards like Dragonic Overlord the Staff, whenever they can withstand. It really stops your opponent Vanguard from withstanding. So yeah, but do take note, this does not prevent Next Stage and Chrono Jet from standing, because it says choose your opponent's Vanguard and it cannot stand. But next stage skill is return to the G zone and Chrono Jet stands. So Chrono Jet is a different Vanguard now, so it can stand. So, but still, Brilliant Blister is very good. You will never know when you're gonna face like Spectral Duke. No, not Spectral Duke. Yeah, Spectral Duke is actually one of them. Spectral Dragon, Spectral Diablo, Homor Raider, withstanding Vanguards. And this guy, it's a true bugger against Nova Grappler, because you do know Nova Grappler have a lot of withstanding Vanguards. So yeah, one Brilliant Blister. For our grade 2s, 4 copies of the Machining Red Ends. Machining Red End skill is when this unit attacks, if you have a Machining Vanguard, it gains 3k power. So this is your 12k beast stick. So it's there because in the case of you can't boost, you have no cards to boost you know your Vegas, you can just attack solo for 5k block. So yeah, 4 of Machining Red End. Next set of grade 2s is Machining Tarantula. Tarantula skill is when this unit attack hits, counter blast 1 with a machining in the name. Choose one of your opponent's rear guard and paralyze that unit, which means that unit cannot stand during your opponent's next stand phase. So yeah, A very good card. It gives the early on hit pressure, early game. It works on both Vanguard and Rearguard, which is very good. It's non-GB also, which is very good. Of course, it's a non-GB. It's a grade 2 on Vanguard. So yeah, very good card for early game. If you ride onto him, or even as a Rearguard, it also is also quite a threat. So yeah, 4 of the machining Chula. Next set of grade 2s is my favorite unit, machining Mosquito, Mark 2. Yeah, you can see right here it's a Mark 2. Skill is continuous. If you have a machining Vanguard and all of your opponent's unit are at rest, it gains 2k, and it gains the skill, once per turn skill. When this unit hits, you can choose one of your own rear guards and stand it, and choose one of your opponent's rear guard, and during the next opponent stand phase, that unit cannot stand. So basically paralyzed. So this guy is very good. During your turn, if your opponents are all rest, which they probably are, because they have to attack and boost, this guy will automatically gets 2k, which is an 11k beater, which is a very good card already, a very good number, a magical number. And it has their on hit pressure, where you can stand one of your own for another attack and paralyze one of theirs, so they can't attack. So this is a very good card. I love this card. This card really helped me a lot. So I'm playing 4 copies of machining Mosquito Mark II. Now for our grade 3, we'll be playing 4 of machining Warseeker. Machining Warseeker skill is Limit Break 4. When this unit attack does not hit, you heard that right. When this unit attack does not hit, you may counter blast 2. If you do, choose one of your opponent's Vanguard, and that Vanguard cannot stand during your opponent's next stand phase. So you're basically paralyzing your opponent's Vanguard, which is a very good thing. The only downside is the cost of Counter Blast 2, which is very heavy for this machining deck, because you can see most of the stuff here already requires quite a number of Counter Blasts. So you can use this situationally, but why not? You just want to stun or paralyze the Vanguard. And the second skill is when this unit is placed onto the Vanguard circle, you may counter blast 1 with a machining in the name. If you do, choose one machining unit from your soul and call it out to the rear guard circle as rest. So basically, when this guy is placed onto the Vanguard circle, in the case where you ride him, of course, counter blast 1 to call a machining from your soul as rest. It is a superior call. Why not? More units on your field, I guess. So yeah, and if you think that calling out as rest is a bad thing, well, that we have little B for a reason, to stand him and give him 3k. So yeah, for machining Warseeker, he should be the ace of your deck. If not, I don't know what is. Probably the Scorpion Mark II. Next, grade 3, we'll be playing 2 machining Stack Beetle. Machining Stack Beetle skill is when this guy is placed onto the Vanguard circle, you may choose up to 2 machining units from your soul, and you may call them out to the rearguard circle as rest. And this guy gain the power of the sum of the units that you caught until the end of turn. So if you're confused by the card effects, it's basically like when this is placed onto the Vanguard circle, you choose 2 machining units from your soul and call them out as rest. So if you call 2 out, where one of them is a 9k power and another one of them is a 9k power also, he gains the total of 18k power, because 9 plus 9 is 18 and 18. Yeah, this is the sum. It's the sum of the two, and he gains the sum. So yeah, it's like that. I'm not explaining right, but hey, English is not my main language. So yeah, Stack Beetle, he's there because of superior calling. You want to have the ideal thing to do is to flood your field with machining units because of your G unit. The G unit requires you to have 4 machining rearguards, so this guy can really help you meet that condition. So play 2 of them. The last set of grid 2 is machining Spark Hercules. Spark Hercules skill is limit break 4 on Vanguard Circle. When this unit attacks, you may counterblast 2 with machining in the name, and if your opponent have no standing unit, he gains 1k and 10k and 1 crit. And you may choose one of your opponent's rearguard and you may paralyze it. So it seems okay, it seems decent. It's just a 10k 1 crit. The reason why I'm playing this is because stuff like rush deck, like 7 runner or Ripple, maybe there's a dimensional police grade 1 rush, there's a dark irregular grade 1 rush. For grade, I play this in the case of gridlock decks, so I can use this to plus 10k and 1 crit. It will be a really big threat to the rush decks. So yeah, the other skill is egg ability, so plus 1 with a machining in the name. Rest all of your opponent's unit and he gains 2k, which is quite basic. The other alternative to Spark Hercules is the machining Scorpion Mark II, the Legion leader. Actually, that's the better alternative because that guy can help you superior call even more. He also gains the power of the card unit's power. That one is a better alternative though. I couldn't find him though, even though he's a rare card, so I'm stuck with Spark Hercules. You should play that Legion instead rather than Spark Hercules. Please do not listen to my deck profile, even though you are watching it right now. So for our G zone, we'll be playing 4 of the Machining Destroyer Carapace. Carapace skill is egg ability once per turn, counterblast 1 with machining in the name. Choose one of your opponent's rearguard and paralyze it. And if you have 4 or more machining rearguards, you may choose one of your opponent's Vanguard and paralyze it. So for the cost of counterblast 1, you can paralyze a rearguard and a Vanguard if you have 4 or more machining rearguards. So that's the reason why we play something like Stack Beetle or War Sickle to superior call from Soul, because you want to call as much as possible to the rearguard circle with machining in the name to pull off his skill. His skill is very good. Just with the cost of counterblast 1, you can already paralyze your opponent's Vanguard and a rearguard. Prevents them from standing, prevents them from attacking, and prevents them from drive checking, which is a very good thing to have. That's why I'm playing 4 copies of Machining Destroyer. Next set of G unit is Optirunders. Optirunders is a must-have for every Megacolony deck. Why? Let me read you the skill. The skill is egg ability, generation break 2, counterblast 2, and discard a card. During your opponent's turn, next turn, he or she cannot call units nor superior call units to the rearguard circle. So this is straight up telling your opponent, no, you can't call anything. Even superior calling, no. Just they are not allowed to call anything. So this is a true card blocker. It just prevents opponent from doing anything. It's good against Night Rose, it's good against Guild Chronicle, it's good against Royal Paladin. It's just a very good card. And I got a SGR of it, which I'm very proud of. Not that I'm showing off. 2 copies of Opirandus. And from there on is really up to you, really. Because in a machining deck, all you need is Destroyer Carapace and Optirandus. For the rest of the G zone, is really up to you. But if you want to follow, you can stick with me. I play one of the GB8. GB8 skill is continuous on the Vanguard circle. All of your opponents unit lost their auto ability, so stuff like Gugu, or Night Rose, all of their auto abilities is lost, so they can't use their auto ability. Night Rose cannot mill 3 to revive something or whatever, and he gets 5k for every rest unit on your opponent's field. So yeah, it's a very good card. I play one of them because GB8. Next, I play one of this guy, Paraspear. When this is placed onto the Vanguard circle, if your opponent have 3 or more rest unit, draw a card and get 5k. Very basic. This is for hand size. Next, for Stack Beetle, because I just want to paralyze the Vanguard. Yeah, if Machining Destroyer Carapace does not get the job done, I can still use Stack Beetle because I love paralyzing the Vanguard. But you can switch them out for like a Dark Face or something. I don't really care. It's really up to you from there, because all you need, once again, is Carapace and Optirandus. Yeah. For our G Guardian, 2 of these girl or guy, looks like a girl though. The skill is, when this unit is placed onto the Guardian circle, you may counter blast 1. If you do, and this is you can only use this skill when it is a Vanguard to Vanguard battle. So if your opponent Vanguard is attacking your Vanguard, you can only activate this skill. And the skill is once again, place on the Guardian circle, counter blast 1. Rest all of your opponent's unit in the back row, and she gets 5k shield for every 2 rest units. So this actually bypasses resist, if I'm not wrong, because you're resting the back row. You're not choosing to a unit to rest. You're just straight up rest the back row. I'm not choosing, I'm just resting the back row. So it bypasses resist, if I'm not wrong. If I'm wrong, do correct me. And she gets 5k for every 2 rest unit. So yeah, 2 copies of her. The downside is you have the counter blast 1, as if this deck is not counter blast heavy already. Next is this guy from the Fighter Collection 2016. This guy's skill is, when this unit is placed onto the Guardian circle, if your opponent have 2 or more rest unit, this guy gets 5k shield. Pretty standard, just 1 copy will do. And the next and the last card in the G zone is this girl from the latest Fighter Collection. Her skill is, when this unit is placed onto the Guardian circle, GB1, G Guardian flip 1, and your opponent may choose 2 of his or her unit and rest them. If he or she does not rest 2 units, you may draw 1, counter charge 1, and soul charge 1. So it's a very good card. I actually like this card. it really forces your opponent to rest 2 of his or her unit. If not, you get to draw, you get to counter charge, you get to soul charge, which is quite good. But I'm playing 1 copy of her because G Guardian Flip is gonna be quite expensive, to be honest. So there you go. That's it for the machining deck profile. Yeah, do tell me if you guys like the deck profile or not in the comments down below, and if you do leave a like. And if you want to see more of this kind of content, do subscribe to our channel. We do quite a lot of stuff. We also starting to do some buddy fight contents for you guys, and I will see you guys next time for another video. See you guys then.